Good morning, students. Yesterday we had discussed the summary and read page 145 with the explanation, word meanings and phrases of the chapter The Quest for an Ideal Student written by Radhakrishnan Pillai. And today we are going to discuss next two pages. So get ready with your English literature book, Roots and Wings, and open it at page 146. I again remind you to read the chapter again and again for better understanding. By the end of the chapter, you will be able to narrate summary of the chapter, tell meanings of difficult words and phrases as used in the chapter. You will also be able to answer the related questions and back exercises of the chapter. Yesterday we read that Dhananand humiliated and expelled Chanakya from his palace, and Chanakya took an oath to replace Dhananand with a better man. Now let us find out whether Chanakya succeeded in finding out a better man. The council of ministers presented grievances to the king, on which he was expected to pronounce judgment. The word grievances means complaints, pronounce means to speak. To pronounce judgment means nirnay sunane ko. Giving a final verdict in the case required careful analysis, the ability to understand the situation and separate the person from the problem. Verdict means judgment. Analysis means careful study. The ruler had to be a king who is considerate, yet also strong and firm. The word considerate means thoughtful. He had to be empathetic and dispassionate at the same time. The word empathetic is already given in the book. It means ability to do or say things in a strong way without any doubt. Dispassionate means emotionless. A good judge needed to understand the law and yet not be restricted by it, to allow for fair judgment. Now the phrase to allow for fair judgment means निष्पक्ष निर्णय की अनुमति देने के लिए. The king in question displayed all these admirable qualities, and Chanakya was impressed. The word displayed means showed. Impressed means influenced or fascinated. He looked on, quite enjoying their game. A child playing the role of a minister announced, Maharaj, permit us to present this case of a workman in a factory. Though he has not completed his job on time, he is demanding full wages. The king inquired of the plaintiff. The word plaintiff means complaint. What is your reason for demanding full wages for the work you have not done? The law says that you should be paid for the work only if it has been completed. The phrase for demanding full wages means पूरी मजदूरी मांगने के लिए. Now, in these paragraphs, the author says that the king was expected to speak and give judgment on the complaints presented by his ministers. According to Chanakya, the ruler had to be a king who is considerate, yet strong and firm. He had to be empathetic and emotionless at the same time. The boy playing the role of king displayed all these qualities, and Chanakya was impressed by all that. The king listened to the problems of the convicts. He asked the workmen of the factory why he was asking for the wages for the days he had not worked on. Even the law says that the people should be paid for the work only if it had been completed. Now, what are the qualities of a good king according to Chanakya? According to Chanakya, a good king is considerate, strong and firm. He is empathetic and dispassionate at the same time. He must give fair judgment. Why was Chanakya impressed? Chanakya was impressed with all the admirable qualities displayed by the child playing the role of a king. Now let us read further. The workman replied, Maharaj, I have been with this textile factory for many years. I am the only earning member in my family. My parents, wife and children are all dependent on my income. Recently, I fell ill and could not go to work for a week. When I returned, I requested for the payment of my due wages, as my family needs the money. But the owner denies my request. The factory owner was summoned, and the king asked him to present his side of the story. Now, the word summoned means called. The phrase to present his side of the story means कहानी का अपना पक्ष प्रस्तुत करने के लिए. He said, Maharaj, since the man was ill and I could not afford to wait till he came back to work, I had to employ someone else to meet the deadline of the work. The word deadline means time when something must be done. Now, how can I pay this man as well when he did not perform his task? The man was in tears. Maharaj, have mercy on me. I have worked in this factory for years. Never has it happened that I have not completed whatever I was supposed to do on time. But what could I do if the illness occurred? I am a poor man. This loss of pay will put my family under immense financial pressure. The word immense means huge. Now, in these paragraphs, the author says that the workman replied and informed him that he had been working in the factory for many years. He was not well, so he could not complete his work, but the loss of wages would put his family under immense financial pressure. Now, what did the workman tell the king? The workman told the king that he wasn't able to go to job because of his illness and needed money for his family. What did the factory owner say about this? The factory owner said that he had to hire another person to get his work done, so he couldn't pay two people for the same job. What worried the workman? The workman was worried that the loss of pay would put his family under immense financial pressure. Now let us read further. The king discussed the case with his ministers. Then he announced, although there is no law that allows one to be paid for incomplete work, the dedication and commitment this man has shown must be considered. The phrase to be paid for incomplete work means अधूरे काम के लिए भुगतान किए जाने को. The word dedication means faithfulness and the word commitment means promise to be loyal. The family of the worker is also an integral part of the larger family of the factory owner. The word integral means necessary. He declared that the man be paid in full for the entire week that he had been unwell. The king then proceeded to add, while considering economic policies, we must also keep in mind the welfare of our workers. The word proceeded means continued. Let us have a new law whereby workers get holidays with pay for times like these. Chanakya appreciated the boy's judgment. The word appreciated means praised. Not only had he looked to the law for guidance, but keeping in mind the welfare of the employees, he had also introduced a new law. Thus, he had displayed all the qualities of a true king. The Guru then approached the group and asked one of them, "Who has played the role of the king?" The word approached means reached. They replied, "His name is Chandragupta Maurya." Chanakya smiled. The ideal teacher had found the ideal student at last. Now, in these paragraphs, the author says that the king discussed the case with his ministers and announced a new law where workers would get holidays with pay for times like those. Though there was no law that allowed one to be paid for incomplete work, but the dedication of the workman was considerate. Chanakya appreciated the boy's judgment and inquired about him from the group of boys. There he came to know that he was Chandragupta Maurya, who was playing the role of a king. In this way, he found his ideal student. Now, what was the new law introduced by the child playing the role of a king? The child playing the role of a king introduced the new law that workers would get holidays with pay at time of some medical problem. What did Chanakya appreciate? Chanakya appreciated the boy's judgment. Why did Chanakya appreciate the boy's judgment? Chanakya appreciated the boy's judgment because he not only looked through the law of guidance, but keeping in mind the welfare of the employees, he introduced a new law. What was the name of the boy? The name of the boy was Chandragupta Maurya. Do you think that Chanakya could find out the ideal student to be groomed into an ideal king? If yes, who was that person? Yes, Chanakya found Chandragupta Maurya as the ideal student to be groomed into an ideal king. Now, I hope you have all understood the chapter, The Quest for an Ideal Student. Now, solve the related questions and back exercises of the chapter. Thank you.